I-28F think a nap ruined my marriage to 30M. I-28F am married to 30M. I'll probably delete this is the morning, but I need to scream into the void. I've been married for under a year, but with my husband for 6. We have a 3-month-old little girl who's fantastic. I'm a first-time mom who's SM, my husband WFH. My husband's not dumb, just emotionally inept sometimes. I've had a lot of resentment building since I was pregnant. His mom tormented me through my pregnancy by talking about miscarriages, stillbirths, and saying dead baby to me every time my husband wasn't around. She denied, he sympathized with me, but nothing was truly ever done. Since I gave birth, my husband's just been clueless. When I was there, recovering, he would go home and sleep and leave me all alone because the couch was uncomfortable. I had to call him 20 times to get him to wake up and come back to the hospital because I was lonely. Then, when we left, he was asking me to carry things to the car with him. The nurse had to tell him I shouldn't carry anything. I'd just given birth. When we got home, he complained about his lack of sleep. I was struggling learning how to nurse. He was my cheerleader through nursing. I have to give him credit there. As the first 2 months went by, I was consistently bawling about how sleep deprived I was, while he was getting 8 to 10 hours of uninterrupted sleep every night. It caused a lot of fights because I couldn't hear him tell me he was exhausted without having a meltdown. Then his mom would come over and they'd leave a huge mess for me to clean on more than one occasion. He complained about the basement being messy, so I helped him lift things and clean it up. It caused me to start bleeding heavily, and my doctor told me I shouldn't be lifting anything heavy. This is a point of contention, because my husband continuously asked me to help him lift heavy things, and I couldn't. So he'd get annoyed. Then he'd complain about it all day. Now we're at month 3, and I think my marriage is over. We've been distant ever since baby arrived, and I haven't wanted to have sex or be affectionate. Husband has been asking if I'm all right a lot, and I say I'm fine. I don't know what else to say, but I feel miserable and tense up every time he walks in the same room as me. Today, he was on my case about walking our dog. I'm so exhausted from exclusively breastfeeding, and I don't have the energy to walk her. I had been up since 2:30 a.m. with my baby, and just couldn't handle anything else on my plate. So, he whined and moaned about doing it, but promised me I could nap. I snapped and reminded him that I haven't slept a full 8 hours in months. He got pissy and stormed off. He avoided me the entire day and locked himself in his office. I spent the rest of the day randomly breaking down in full-blown sobs because I was so tired. 11 p.m. hits, and he hasn't come out of his office, so I finally break and go get him. He gives me the cold shoulder, and I just break down. All the lack of support just broke me. I told him I hated him, I wish I could go home, and I even mentioned divorce. He calmed me down and apologized for being selfish. When I asked what he did all day, he said he napped. He napped the whole day. While I was struggling to keep myself standing, he was napping. I broke down. I cried and cried. He was apologetic and showering me in sorries, and I love yous. For the first time ever, I couldn't tell him I loved him too. Now it's 2 a.m., and I can't sleep because I'm so distraught. He's snoring next to me, and I just hate him right now. I want to take my baby and run away. I don't want to live here anymore. Being a single mom seems easier than dealing with all this emotional stress and neglect. What am I supposed to do? I just can't believe I'm ready to leave him all because he took a nap.